senior high school fans to Homer Handsome Stadium in Marysville, Kansas, Class 3A. Minneapolis playing the Marysville Bulldogs, a former 4A squad. It's dropped down to 3A this year. Out of the NCKL. Yes. Out of the very tough Northern Central Kansas League. New district for us this year. Last 2 years we played Norton, Phillipsburg, and Beloit. Phillipsburg's 2A now. And, Norton and Beloit are still in the same district, but we are joined by Marysville here, Riley County, and Washington County, who will be our next two opponents. This 2-year series sees the resumption of an overall series relationship between the two schools that lasted from 1940 to 1965 in the North Central Kansas League before Minneapolis dropped out of that league. There was a 3-year pause in the series during World War II. An additional game was played in 1983, and the last 2-game series between the two squads was in 1998-99, and we're going to have the national anthem. We'll be right back. As the Marysville band marches out in the field. Nice stadium set up here. Beautiful night here in Marysville. Oh, gorgeous football night. We wait for the band to start. Very good. Back to Marysville, Kansas again. As you said, Dale, beautiful setup here. Mm-hmm. Kind of amongst the trees, sit down a little bit of in the donut hole, kind of, so to speak. And that is a beautiful high school backdrop. And we're sitting up here on top of the press box, and we've got a pretty darn good view, Dale. I'm just glad there's not a north wind. It would not be nice. Anyway, the last 2 times we played this team was in 98-99. Marysville has dominated the overall series between the two squads with 21 wins, 3 losses, and 2 ties. The Bulldogs currently on a 14-game winning streak over the Lions. The last win in the series for Minneapolis in the series was 1954 when I was 2 years old, Scott. Score 7-6. As indicated earlier, Marysville is winless. They are 0-6 on the season, with 5 losses coming at the hands of NCKL foes, all of which are Class 4A, Division 1 and 2, so they've been well tested. These Abilene, Wamego, Concordia, Clay Center, and Chapman. There's Concordia and Abilene are dominant in that NCKL, Chapman, and Clay Center, and of course Wamego's no slouch either. So it will definitely. You can't look at this record and say it's a cakewalk, because it is definitely not. Nope. The boys got to be riding pretty high coming off of the big win last week against a very strong, talented Beloit Trojan team. But the boys cannot overlook this squad. No, there's no way. They've played too many good squads, too many good athletes. They're a strong squad. There's They're big. Over 54 on the roster. I counted maybe 40 out there in uniform. Over half of them, unfortunately for them, are underclassmen. But they are dropping down in class school size. So their opening game they lost to St. Mary's, a free school, by a score of 8-0. So that counts for all their games. They lost by an average of 35-6. The most points they scored in the game is 13 versus Clay Center. They suffered 2 shutouts. That's the most points they scored is 13. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know, I don't know how Clay Center is this year. I don't know how St. Mary's is, but I did notice in the Chapman that had beat them last week.
Yes, and Southeast has beaten Chapman currently. So it never pays off to compare. No. There's just no common opponents for us to look at. Minneapolis needs to see what they can do to extend the misery of this current winless season for the Bulldogs, and see if they can do what some of their grandfathers and great-grandfathers haven't done, and that's beat the Bulldogs. Minneapolis is 4-2 overall, coming off that great win that you talked about last week, Scott, against the Blue Trojans in overtime. Score 27-26. Both losses for the Lions have been to schools from Class 2A. Sacred Heart and lacrosse. Minneapolis is averaging 25 points a game, while yielding an average of 13. And but another sad statistic is we currently have an 8-game losing streak in district play over the last 3 seasons that we need to see if we can break tonight. Our last district win was against Republic County in 2011. Tonight, expect a team matchup of team speed in your Minneapolis Lions versus power running game for the Marysville Bulldogs. And we hope tonight we'll see the results of what, as the Kansas City Royals say, speed stew.
So give me a breakdown, Dale, of seniors, juniors. Yes. You got that for me?
Yes, I do. Like I say, there are 54 people on their squad listed. 8 seniors, 13 juniors, 17 sophomores, and 16 freshmen, for a total of 54.
Number 1, Casey Parmentier. Number 2, Tanner Gunsey. Number 3, Hunter.
I don't know if I saw everything right that I should have been looking at before pregame, but I saw a freshman, what's listed as a freshman out there taking a lot of snaps.
Number 30, Brian McNish. 33, Adam Lindhorst. 46, Bryce Beckett.
They start some sophomores and some juniors. Not very many seniors on the squad, as you said. A lot of sophomores, dominated by sophomores on this group. And they named quite a few sophomores and juniors in that starting defense that they just called off for the Bulldogs of Marysville. Minneapolis in their traveling blue pants and white jerseys, and Marysville in their all black with red outlines. So, as we will have tonight's ball game here in just a few. As I said earlier, beautiful night for football. Just great, wonderful. Just like the last several days really have been here in North Central Kansas. You know, Dale, I don't know if you can get the shot down there. Bertrand drove up here 2 hours to see this. It's great to see Bertrand still supporting this squad, and it's pretty darn exciting to see. So, thank you. Right in on that.
Thank you for them traveling up here, but to all the folks, we got a good crowd that made the trip up here. It's only one-sided.
A lot of them down here on the northwest end.
Yeah, there's not a lot of this stadium just has one set of seats. So the starting lineup is number 8 is Josh Nelson, number 72 Cody Slavata. Nelson is a senior, Slavata is a senior, and I missed the other one.
Minneapolis won.
And they will.
Okay. Oh, they're received.
Yeah, they're transferred. So, all right. So, and then I'll get the others here in just a second. For Minneapolis starters are Macy, Kelly, Yoxel, and Mortimer. Number 68, number 15 is the other two. Number 68 is Scott Kleinert, He is a senior and number 15, and number 15, David Heck. And he's a senior as well. So as we get ready to go, Minneapolis has chosen to receive the ball, and they want to test their offense and get it going here and see what they can do. Numbers-wise, you look at this, Marysville definitely has the advantage in numbers, and they've got some size down there too, Dave.
They do, but really proportionally no more than we do. I got a guy that's 295, we got one that's 285, 290. Another guy's 270 some, so I think our line, as long as we stay healthy, will be able to hold their own.
And we did a lot of submarine last week.
Yes, we did. Colton Baker is back this week. Doctor passed him another week.
So we're in his club down there. So back deep for Minneapolis is Cannon Smith as well as Gage Mortimer. It looks like Titus Veneri and number 2 Colton Baker are the up-backs at about the 25.
Told Jay Macy that if they throw any more flare-out passes to the right to Baker, then he puts a 6-tape on his club to head some home.
Yeah, that one they threw out to me the other day, I'm thinking, okay. Number 33, Adam Lindhorst will do the kicking for the Bulldogs as we get ready to go. Don't leech myself, Scott Oshman here in Homer Hanson Stadium. We don't have any Homer calls.
Yeah.
So, as we get ready to go here.
Class 3A, District 13 play opening tonight.
He's a straight-on kicker. He's a left-footed kicker, and he's a straight-on kicker, and it's a little pop-up to Baker at about the 25-yard line. Baker's going to cut up, gets it on, still on his feet, gets up to about the 37-yard line, and that's where the Lions will take over. Nice job by Colton Baker as Minneapolis will start possession at the 37. I didn't see who was in on the tackle for. They said Bryce Backus.
Their biggest guy, number 67, is their left tackle on defense.
Minneapolis will come out, and they will send twins out the left, twins out the right, where Yoxel will start out in the shotgun with Baker, the halfback. Good snap, and he's going to go immediately to Baker. Baker up the middle. He's going to have about 4 on the carry. Nice job by Colton Baker as he will get up to about the 42-yard line.
Second 7 coming up. And we go no huddle. We like what Beloit was doing last week.
New wrinkle this year. Pass out quickly to Macy. Macy on the outside. He's going to have the first down before he's ridden out of bounds. Nice job by Yoxel to Macy. So Macy, they get about the 8-yard pass completion right there. With a quick pass to the outside. First down line at midfield, right at 50. Twins to the left, twins to the right. They've got Kelly and Austin out here to the right. I'm sure Mortimer and Macy out to the left. Yoxel in a shotgun. Good snap. He's going to drop back. He's going to quickly pass to the outside. He's going to have Kelly out at the right over the hands. He turned too quickly on that one, and went to turn before he caught it. Kelly used it with the soft hand. Could not hold on to it at the 45, and he had some running room left on that.
Second 10 coming up.
So they spread this out. They put the linebacker comes out on him, but they definitely had some room on that one. This time, one to the left, twins to the right. This time Smith in the backfield. They're going to go to Smith. Smith's going to go to the side. He's still on the feet, cut back through, and he's going to have the first down up to about the 36-yard line, and that is a gain of 14 on the play by Candace Smith. Wow. Nice gut run by Smith. That's a gut. No huddle offense as they keep moving here. Twins right, twins to the left. The drop back pass. He's going to quickly throw across the middle to Macy. Macy cuts back. It's ball on the ground. They're going to call a fumble. And they do. Fumble, and it's going to turn it over. So, 5-yard pass completion to Macy, but he does fumble it. And we will lose the ball.
Turnover for Minneapolis.
We've been plus on the turnovers this year, Dale.
Yes, we have.
But not good to start out right there.
We hope that does. We don't continue in the minus side here.
They go into a power I, 3 in the backfield. Quarterback goes under center, and they move. We did jump across, but I don't know. They're going to call it on us.
Encroachment.
I didn't think it looked like we jumped, but it didn't look like we. It looked like we got back. So
well, if you jump, that's why they call it encroachment. They think you're trying to pull the other squad off.
And they did jump. And they will be tripped up at the line of scrimmage. And can't tell you who the ball carrier was. Number 3. That is a gain of a loss of 1. Well, I'm glad you brought a light again, Dale, because I'm going to see you later on tonight.
Well, I didn't know what we were going to run into up here.
Power I formation once again. They do that little, they all do the same little cadence jump there. They go back to that. Oh, nice job by Quentin Clark to stand them up at the line, followed up by Arthur Smith, and they drop them for a loss.
Their line is not dominating our line right now, offense or defense.
And he loses another yard on the play. Nice job by Minneapolis on the defensive side is Quentin Clark just stood him up nicely, and then Smith finished him off. Excuse me. Triplets out to the left here for the Bulldogs. They go in the shotgun. They're going to drop back pass quickly there. They throw across the middle, and they got a receiver. Oh, he's wide open out there. Cuts it back. Still on the feet. And he's going to be taken down, but he's going to get the first down. Titus Minear gets the tackle. But they get the pass, number 20, and it is a completion of about 15 on the play.
1 first down for the Pittsburgh. 1 first down for the Bulldogs.
18-yard pass completion gets their first down tonight. Puts them in line territory. One to the right, one to the left, high formation. And they're going to go to that fullback. Ball's on the ground, and we got it. Nice job in the line, and we're going to have the fumble recovery right there. We'll see who comes up with it. And it looks like, I think it was Grell. Yeah. So Minneapolis is going to recover.
He was the last one out of the bottom of the file. So 1 turnover on each squad here.
Minneapolis gets the fumble recovery. Let's come back, triples to the right here, 1 to the left. Baker is your halfback. He's going to drop back, throws quickly out to Mortimer. He slips on the grass. He's going to lose about 2 on that. But more than that.
Did Mortimer always look like he was setting up to throw it?
I don't know.
Maybe he was
off 5
getting his footing.
I don't think so. I could be wrong. I thought he looked like he was just
off his footing. When I looked on downfield, I didn't see any white jerseys.
I doubt that was the case. Twins, the right, twins the left here on 2nd and 15. Ball on the Minneapolis 44-yard line for Yoxville. He's in a shotgun. Baker's your halfback. He drops back. He's going to throw again. Throws across and has Mortimer, but he will have a gain of 4. Gets almost back to the original line of scrimmage. Mortimer with the reception.
4-yard gain of the play brings up 3rd down and 11.
3rd and 11 for the Lions. As we had done a nice job in that first drive, be able to move the ball, but when we got kind of messed up on a turnover, we got triples out to the right hand side. Smith is your halfback. Nobody on the left. And drop back to pass again. Got plenty of time. Throws across the middle, and it's incomplete. Almost picked off. Goes over the top of Macy, and that'll be an incomplete pass.
3 black shirts around Macy there.
bring up a punting situation for the Lions, 4th and 11 from their 47. Back deep for the Parmentier for the Bulldogs. Knoxville standing about his own 32-yard line. Good snap. They got one coming at him, and Zaneri picks up a nice block. Great punt. And it's going to be picked up by Parmentier. He's right there. It comes right up the side, and Kelly's going to stick him. Nice job by John Kelly. Puts Parmentier on the ground at the 40. That's a textbook tackle by Kelly. It will give Marysville the ball at their own 39. So we go 3 now on our second drive, and Bulldogs will have their second opportunity. Shotgun formation. They're going to hand it off to that fullback, number 3, and he's going to be tackled. Gain of a couple yards on the play. I said the quarterback kept it. Yeah, it was fake for the dive. And the quarterback followed the fullback. So a gain of 3 on the play. Second and 7 coming up. They'll send triplets out to the right-hand side for the Bulldogs. And they're going to keep it, and the quarterback's going to take it. Nice job by Minneapolis, Quentin Clark. That is Fleming. So for sure, I think that is Jake Fleming on the tackle. As the quarterback keeps it, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Fleming on the tackle. Scoreless here, 6:47 in the first quarter here at Marysville, Kansas. Shotgun formation. Triplets to the left this time. And this time they had movement in the line there. So this time they'll back them up. So Minneapolis did a great job of pointing that out to the officials. The officials did catch that and call it. So that backs them up 5. That'll bring up a 3rd and 13. They will come back to the line here as, once again, triplets out to the left. Shotgun formation, one in the backfield with the quarterback. They'll drop back to pass. Going to have coming up, and it's caught out to the outside. He will not have it. It's caught at the 44-yard line, but he'll be short. About an 8-yard gain on the pass. So we got the 4th and about 6 for the Bulldogs. It looks like they're going to drop back to punt as well. Somebody knows how to punt? Yeah, I'll be darned. Somebody decided that. Opponent knows how to punt. That's really fun. Yeah, that's really good punt. Yeah. So. Too much time? Must be delay game. I think now they had too many plays. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, counting. They had 12 on the counting. So they sent number 1 in because they didn't think they had enough players on it. And so that's a 5-yard penalty. So number 20 for the Bulldogs, that is Chase Green, a junior, will stand at his 25-yard line. And they're going to come after him. And nobody there, but Mortimer's going to have a chance to run back. Mortimer gets him on the left-hand side. Nice job. Comes up. He's going to cut back to the outside. Has it up the sideline. He's going to be taken out of bounds. About midfield, just crosses midfield. Great return by Mortimer. Gets us into Bulldog territory at the 48. And that's where we'll start our 3rd drive of the night. 25, 30 yards return, maybe. It's at least the 25, because I think he caught it about 25. I only say 23. First in their Bulldog territory at the 48. Twins out here to the right, and that's Austin as well as Mortimer. Baker's your halfback. They're going to go to Baker. Baker is going to lunge forward. And he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. The hole was clogged up,
Had 5 step around defenders to get to an opening on the right. Loss of a yard, 2nd and 11 to go. He will send Mortimer and Austin out here to the right. Macy out to the left again. Baker is your halfback. Johnson will quickly pass the outside of Mortimer. Mortimer is going to get the reception, but I'll tell you, their defensive back did a great job of getting back up. He gets back, he gains a yard on the play, but they're reading that well. Austin had a great block out there, sealed his guy, knocked him to the ground, but then Mortimer, the kid got right back up and got Mortimer, so that's a good defensive player by number 1, Nathan Palmetier, the Bulldogs. 3rd and 10. Twins to the left, Twins to the right. Here on 3rd and 10. Smith is your halfback. He's going to go up to Macy. Macy's going to have the first down, depending on the spot, and it looks like they will have it. Nice job by Josh Macy. Great pass by Yoxel. Should be enough for him to get the first down. It is. So Minneapolis picks up their 3rd first down of the night, according to what I've got. One by passing, I think. Twins to the left, Twins to the right. Spread out a little bit more. Smith is your halfback. We've been primarily pass so far, and we're going to pass again. We got one coming out. That's a holding call. Nothing there, and they will get it to Kelly. But once again, they come last quickly. We got away with a hold right there, Dale, and we will lose a yard on the play. No yellow hanky, huh? 2nd and 11 coming up from Bulldog, 38. Yeah, no game, he said. Okay. 2nd and 10. Sorry about that. Twins left, Veneri here on the right, and we're going to call a timeout. So Minneapolis will take a timeout, and we will take one with them, and we're going to, you guys listen to us give some sponsors tonight. I started the ones that are the, okay. So, whether you're building a new home, building your new house, a birdhouse, Ottawa County Lumber and Supply will have the tools and materials you need for the next project. Ottawa County Lumber, cheering for the Lions. Jeans IGA. Stop in at Jeans IGA and experience shopping with the promise of neighborly service from people you know and trust. Jeans IGA, your hometown grocery store, supporting your hometown Lions. City Pharmacy. Tonight's game brought to you by City Pharmacy in Minneapolis. Now delivering to our neighbors and communities. Call us to find out when we come to you. Let us come to you. City Pharmacy for your family. Go Lions. Welcome back to Marysville. The team, Homer Hanson Stadium. It's 0-0. 4:10 to go here in the first. Lions had called a timeout. They saw something. I think they had their personnel a little turned around on that one, and just a little confusion on that. So they make some adjustments, and they get back out here. They are going to put Mortimer as the halfback now, and Veneri and Austin here on the right-hand side. One of you guys needs to get up in the line. No, that's fine. Got four together. Okay. So, Yoxel and shotgun. Mortimer is your halfback. And he's going to pitch it to Mortimer. And he's going to go to the outside. Oh, great tackle by number 3 for the Bulldog as he collapsed quickly. Mortimer will lose a yard on the play as Hunter Warmack with the great tackle. Take that, too. Also, 2 and 12 at least. Scoreboard says 3rd and 13. Twins right, Twins to left. Here on 3rd and 13. Mortimer is in the backfield once again with Yoxel. He's going to quickly throw it the outside to Austin. Austin is going to catch it, but he's going to be stood up right there. And a gain back to the original line of scrimmage.
gets a completion of about 2 or so, but not going to be enough. They're going to have to punt. 4th and 11 from the Bulldogs, 38. Pooch kick here. Twins left. Oh. And little too much pooch. Goes out way up where we wanted it to. Man, that was not even. They're going to mark it as the 33, 5 yard line. Wow. Not very good punt there by Mr. Yoxel. I was on off the side of his foot there, reacting from that high snap, so tough one right there. Marysville's going to take over the 33-yard line. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Shotgun formation. There's one in the backfield with them. They'll send one in motion. He's going to drop back pass. He's going to have people coming at him. He's got one man out there. He does cut it back in. He runs into his own player. And gains 5 on the play, but I think they're going to call that one back. Legal shift against the Bulldogs. So that will bring them back. Third penalty on the Bulldogs in this quarter. 2:45 left to go in the first quarter. Scoreless ball game here at Homer Hanson Stadium. 1st and 15 coming for the Bulldogs. Gonna leech myself. Scott Osherman here. Again, a beautiful night here in Marysville. They're going to send trips out to the right-hand side this time for the Bulldogs. They've got one in the backfield, and they're going to send pressure up. They do. They get to the outside. Nice job to the outside pressure-wise. They do get the first down, and they will, not first down, they get about 8 on the pass completion to number 12 as Jayden Haggard catches the 8-yard completion. Gets the ball to their 37. Second 7 coming up. So they've been pretty consistent on their pass deal. They've thrown the ball 3 times. They've got 3 completions. Yeah. So not too bad for the Bulldogs. Power I formation. They're going to go back to the into that I, and they will get set up maybe a gain of 2 or 3 on the ball. They will bring up 3rd down. Gain of 3 or 2 is so 3rd and 4 coming up here for the Bulldogs at their own 40-yard line. Minneapolis has got to watch. I don't know if you noticed, Dale, when they come up, they shift, but they all shift together. Mm-hmm. They all kind of cock and lock and load type of thing. That time they didn't, and this time they go back. Oh, nice tackle right there by Minneapolis number 61, Jake Fleming. And they will get 1 on the play. Nice job by Mr. Fleming to trip him up. We used to do that some in high school too. The linemen would come up and just have their arms resting on their the legs, and then shift down. So what purpose was, that's what we do. They're going to line up the punt, but once again, the Minneapolis line have got to watch not jumping off here. Make sure that they don't fake it here as well. And it is a fake. They go to the outside, and they've got a little bit of room. They're going to have the first down, Dale. Minneapolis did not play that well to the outside, and they did a nice job of getting the first down on the fake punt. A gain of about 6 on the play. So Marysville gets it nice there. I kind of looked at that formation and thought, yeah, that's a pretty little power formation. And we had 3 on the line and didn't have any penetration on that. Gets it to their 47. Trips with a tight end on the right-hand side, and once again, they're minus the lineman. He's leaving. Come on. They go back to number 3, and he will cut it up. Nice job by Minneapolis, Quentin Clark, as well as Josh Macy and Mortimer. They will get forward progress of about 2 yards. That's really good forward progress to get them all the way out to there, Dale. Yeah. And they come up at the end of the first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, we've got a scoreless ball game, and I think these boys, Minneapolis is seeing these guys are a little bit tougher than their record indicates, which I kind of knew coming into this would be the case. So yeah. So we will take a break, and this time I think we'll let Dale hear a word from our sponsors. You're listening to SwanPost.com as well as Key Communications Channel 20. For the past 100 years, Robertson Monuments has created everlasting memories for families to share the lives of their loved ones and future generations, supporting the Lions all the way. Scott Oshman Family Insurance Agent, Scott Oshman. See him for all your insurance coverage under one roof. Scott Oshman Agency in Minneapolis proudly supports the Lions, and the Otter County Bank of Minneapolis offers hometown banking with commitment, experience, and quality service. And we're back at it. Welcome back as they go back to that power I formation. I've got the lighter here, Dale. I'll try to do it next time. Power I formation for the Bulldogs. They go 2nd and 8. Quarterback under center. And they will, it's a little mix-up right there. Oh, my goodness, they come out of that. I don't know how the quarterback come out of that, but he's going to have the first down. That was a broken play all the way, and a big gain right there by Carter. Renniger gets a first down, and Dale, that was a broken play all the way. Yeah, I kept looking for the ball coming out somewhere. Somehow, he comes away with it, gets the first down. In the Minneapolis territory at the 35-yard line. Minneapolis defense has got to stiffen it up right here. Put them on their backs and use that or take a takeaway. Get a takeaway here. And they go back to number 3, and he's still on his feet and still going. We're trying to strip the ball instead of hitting him. And I just talked about stripping it, but he's going to have gain of 8 on that play, Dale. We're down to the 27-yard line. Yoxel with the tackle, a gain of 8. To 7. Second and a long 2 to go here. From Minneapolis 27. The deepest anybody's been in either territory so far yet tonight. Back to the power I for the Bulldogs. They will go back, and he stood up right there. Nice job by Quentin Clark. Yeah. Quentin Clark did a great job of getting in there. He finished off by Smith, but Quentin Clark drops him for a loss of about 2 on the play. Back to the, actually a little bit more than that, loss of 3 on the play. 3rd and 5 from the Lion 30. 3rd and 5 coming right here. They've had a lot of confusion on substitutions tonight. Marysville has a lot of confusion. That power effort again. Fumbles on the ground. They do pick it up, but we stump them right there. Nice job as they knock them back to the direction. That's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. Will they go for it or push it? In this situation, I think you go for it. And 7, they're going to call a timeout. So 4th and 7. It's 0-0 with 9:55 to go here in the second. That's a homer. Kingston Stadium in Marysville. So, also we want to say special thanks to Minneapolis High School linebackers for all that they do for student athletics, as well as do for Minneapolis High School, period. Nice job for the Minneapolis High School linebackers. Thanks for all you do. Also a special thank you to Eagle, SwanPost.com, Eagle Communications Channel 20, who really make this a possibility for us to do broadcasting here for your Minneapolis High School games. So special thanks to SwanPost.com as well as Eagle Communications as for all they do. You're listening to SunPost.com as well as E-Communication Channel 20. If I haven't said that already tonight, 4th and 7 coming up for the Bulldogs as they line up with trips out to the right-hand side, one in the backfield here on 4th and 7. They went for it on 4th with a fake punt. So we got to try to shut them down right here. Minneapolis with a 3-man punt. Baker is on the outside, coming up from a linebacker spot. And they got trips out here on the right-hand side. They're going to send somebody up the middle, and they're coming up. He's going to pass it quickly there, and it's going to be incomplete. Oh, come on. No. That was bad. He hit him as the ball was getting to him. That's a bad call, in my opinion. I hope they discuss that, because there is no way. But they're going to call it. Pass interference. Wow. Well, we got that homer call there. So. First down by penalty. Bulldogs. Was not. He hit them right as that ball was coming to him, and 2 fourth down plays by the Bulldogs have not gone well for the Lions. First fake punt, then the pass interference call. Got to give them the first down, and the line in the red zone is the Lions 17-yard line. So second penalty or second first down on 4th down. They're inside the Minneapolis 20. Power formation. They're going to go back to that halfback, and Quentin Clark's going to hit him. Gain about 1 on the play. So Marysville doing a good job of controlling the ball in this drive. Lost 15 yards. Second 11 coming up. Thanks for catching that. It's an 18-1-yard loss. They still haven't moved the stick, but the ball's back further. Power I formation. And they go back to that work again. Once again, Quentin Clark comes from the linebacker spot and just puts them on the ground. And Mortimer. We have an excellent set of linebackers behind a very good defensive line. Now 3rd and 10 back from the 17. Third and 10 as you said in that power I. They are going to roll out to pass it. He's being chased by Baker, throws across, and it's tipped out of bounds. Nice job by Macy. He almost got a pick. It's incomplete. That ball was tipped around, and there's a couple people that had a chance to get that incomplete pass. Well, it's going to bring up that bugaboo 4th down here. See if the Lions can come out of this and smell like a rose. I think they're going to try to kick. Try to kick field goal here? Yeah, I think so. Sure looks like it. Yeah, they're going to line up that way anyway. They have a straight-on kicker for the kickoff. This would be a 35-yard field goal. Andre Patino, a junior. Nope, and it's a bit short and wide. So Minneapolis will dodge a bullet right there as we remain scoreless here at Homer Hansen Stadium. Now, Dale, we need a big drive right here. We do, and we need to put some points on the board and answer that. Marysville did a great job of driving the ball and getting it down into our 20. We need to do the same thing as we take over at our 20. Twins out to the left-hand side and 1 to the right. Smith is your halfback. Yoxel in the shotgun at the 15. Good snap. He's going to go to Smith. Smith is going to cut back, and he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play according to the outside. Gain of 1 on the play. There's a no gain, and where the officials at. It's not much of a gain, but officially 2nd and 10. Twins to the left, Twins to the right. That's one thing we've not been able to get much of a running game. We've had one good run, but so far they've been able to stop our run game. So Mortimer out the outside at the 30, and he's going to have the first down all the way out to the 36-yard line. That is a gain of 16 on the play. Nice job by Gage Mortimer with the pass. Fourth first down of the game for the Lions. Twins to the left, one to the right. Tight end on the right-hand side for Minneapolis. Smith is your halfback. And he's going to go to Smith. Smith's going to go. Wow, big hit by the interior line, number 72 for the Bulldogs. As he just puts him down. Cody Swodoff, senior, puts him back. No gain. Second and 11 coming up. I can't get anything right either. I say no gain and it's a loss. And loss of one on the play. Second and 11 coming up. Mortimer and Austin out to the right-hand side. Macy's down here on the left. And the Oxford's going to keep it. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to maybe one on the play. Got him at the 35. It is a terrible spot there. 35. Third and 11. Hell, he was across the 35 on that one, but it looks like it's no gain is called. Third and 11 coming up. Macy and Mortimer out here to the left. Zaneri and Austin out to the right. And they've got a receiver out there, and it's caught short of the first down by a yard. So that's 45. Jeffrey Austin catches it and is put down, and he's a little slowly down on the ground. That's going to be a gain of 9 on the play. Big hit, and he will be still on the ground there. But it looks like this guy might have got his wind knocked out. A gain of about, I'd say 10, because we were third and 11, right? Or second 11, whatever it was. We're yards short here. Great catch by, this was, nice possession by Austin. It's a little slow getting up here. We will have 4th and 1 and long one coming back after Jeffrey gets up. So the ball is on the Minneapolis 45-yard line, as we will line up here on 4th and 1. Will we punt? Draw them offside or go for it? I said we're going to go for it. Got that power formation in the back of it there. Yeah, got the beef package in there. Knoxville's going to keep it. He's not going to get it. No. Not a very good spot and not a very good penetration, and we're going to turn over on downs still. We half a yard short. We're going to measure. We're going to measure. Yeah, I can tell from here, though, it looks like we're short by about a half a yard, as you called it. So we'll see for sure, but I think you're right, Dale. Inches. Yeah, inches short. So inches short. So we will turn it over on downs. Still a scoreless ball game here in Marysville, Kansas. And you know, Dale, Marysville is chomping at the bit to get their first ball. You betcha. It would be a highlight. Yeah, I mean they've been playing. Other than their opening game, they've been playing pretty tough Division I and Division II 4A squads, and now they're lined up with 3A again. They'd like to finish out their season on a positive note. Don't blame them. No. We'd like to continue our winning ways. Yeah, we would. They're going to pitch it outside, and they're going to have a little bit of running room. Nice trip up by by Jake Fleming. Warrington should have gained about 5. They set it back to the 41 of Minneapolis. You know, I don't want to sound like just I'm Mr. Negativity here, but they are getting the spots. Because of where he came down, I had a shock on that one, but they do get the gain of about 4, almost 5 on the play. Second 5 for the Bulldogs. High formation, one to the right, one to the left. And they're going to pull back. He's not going to get anywhere. So. Logan Robbins in on that, as well as Kelly and Baker. McKinney also. There's a bunch of people in on that one. Yeah. Pretty even on the plays. Both squads have had about the same amount of plays. Marysville's just got a couple more than what we do. 3rd and 5. Just seems like for the last half of the game we've been in the Marysville. Our negative into the field. We haven't. This is an offset eye and a shotgun. They're going to drop back to pass. And they're going to throw up and has it. And it's going to have it first down. So, very well thrown ball. They do throw the ball well. He had to jump high to get it a little bit, but it was well placed. Veneria with the tackle, but Dale, they're very consistent on the passing. Yeah, they're described to be more as a running team, but they've played well on the pass. They have. And their front line has done a good job of protecting the quarterback. As the quarterback goes under center here and back to the I formation. They pitch the outside. Warmer's going to stick him up. Oh, nice job. They do get him tripped up. He's going to lose the yard on the play. Nice job by Warmer. Tanner Gremmel did a great job of getting up there and helping finish him off. He's going to lose a yard on the play. 2nd and 11 from the Minneapolis 34. 3:50 to go here in the first half. Scoreless ball game here. The fans listening home, and the big crowd traveled up here. I was kind of shocked to see this, but right now they're just handling the ball very well. Shotgun formation. They're going to drop back to pass. And he's flushed out of the pocket. Oh, nice open field tackle right there by Gage Mortimer, I believe. Yes. Nice job by Mortimer to take him out of bounds. And he's going to lose some yardage on that one. That will be a loss of about 1. This is 3rd and 12. 3rd and 12 from the 35, and we have a timeout. Marysville with 3:16 to go in the first half. Score is still knotted at the goose eggs. 0 to 0. Whether you're building a new house or a birdhouse, Ottawa County Lumber and Supply will have the tools and materials you need for your next project. Ottawa County Lumber, cheering for the Lions. Stop in the Jeans IGA and experience shopping with the promise of neighborly service from people you know and trust. Jeans IGA, your hometown grocery store, supporting your hometown Lions. Tonight's game is brought to you by City Pharmacy in Minneapolis, now delivering to our neighboring communities. Call us to find out when we can come to you. City Pharmacy for your family. Go Lions. Welcome back to Homer Hanshin Stadium in Marysville, Kansas. A little bit of a drive up here for us tonight, Dan. Not like going down to La Crosse or something. Not as bad as going to Norton. No, not near as bad as going to Norton. Or Phillipsburg or St. Francis. Like we did several years ago. Trips to the right-hand side here on 3rd and 12. 3rd and 13, they're going to go one in motion. Fake the handoff. Got him flushed out of the pocket. And it's, nice job. Almost taken away by Quentin Clark. He tipped it at the last second. Nice job by Minneapolis. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th and about 13. Got 12 on the board. Just over the 35-yard line in Minneapolis. If they're going to line up to go for it again, Dale. Is that a Pucci? Trips to the right. one in motion. Throw across the middle, and man, I thought we had a well-placed defender on that. The battle for it. From the 35-yard line, but touchdown pass to 33, was it? Yeah. 35-yard touchdown pass, and that was just taking it away from him at the last second. Great pass, and Marysville scores first. And they will line up to kick the extra point, so. And it made it good. So. Probably the first time they've led all year would be my guess. As they take the initial lead here, well, a beautiful pass. Oh yeah, it was a very well thrown pass. Gage Mortimer was defending him very well, and almost had a chance to intercept it. He was in the air, and they were both kind of battling for it, and somehow the guy kept the concentration. He took it away from Mortimer and got the touchdown. He's a little taller than Mortimer. So, if we get the momentum back here, get things going our way here in this first half. What's left of it? 3:02 mark. 7-0 here. Marysville strikes first. Back deep will be Smith and Mortimer, and Marysville will kick off. Was 33 the one that counts the pass? Yes. Adam Lindhorst, he's a sophomore. You know, they're going to have some teams. Oh, yeah, to come. They're awfully young. So we get ready to kick here. Minneapolis try to defend. Try to get one to bring it back. As I said earlier, Smith and Mortimer back deep. We'll see what they do here. They do kick it. It's going to be picked up on the bounce by Mortimer. Mortimer's going to get tripped up. Nice job. At the 25-yard line, and that's where we will start. But Marysville wants some momentum here, Dale, as you can't give a team like this that has not won a game all year any momentum at all, because they're just out to find some blood. Minneapolis takes over here, trying to get something going before half. Twins to the right, one to the left. Smith is your halfback. Just under 3 minutes, they send one in motion. They will go to Mortimer, and he will get back to the line of scrimmage. And they will lose a yard on the play, Dale. 2nd and 11 coming up. .2:32 left to go here in the first half. 7-0. Marysville with the lead. Twins to right, twins to left. For Minneapolis. Cross back to pass. And incomplete. Tried to get it out there to Kelly, and it's incomplete. Ball held in the air quite a while on that, Dale. Incomplete. We'll bring up the first down. Not done too bad a job passing the ball tonight. We've not gotten much of a run game going. Matter of fact, our last 4 runs, we're negative 1 yard on the last 4 runs. Actually, the passing game for the first half has been much more efficient than we've seen in several games. But you're right, the running game has been very lacking. 3rd and 11. Shotgun formation drops back, and we're going to have legal procedure on the line, so it's going to back them up even further. And we are shooting ourselves in the foot on this one right here, Dale. We'll back it up high. Third and 16 from our own 19-yard line. Twins right, Twins left. Also drops back to pass. Plenty of time, throws across the middle, has it. Kelly wide open, and he's still on his feet. Kelly the outside, breaks it at the 45, he's at the 40, down the sideline, breaks the tackle, 20, 10, 5, and down one in. Nice job as he goes. How far did he go down? 80-yard touchdown pass to John Kelly. That was at the 19-yard line. 81 yards by John Kelly as he goes all the way. Great job. Great pass across the middle and caught it in traffic and goes 81 yards. Wow. Nice job, John Kelly. Great pass by John. He outran some defenders. This people had some good angles on him. He put some speed on. Knoxville will line up to kick the extra point to try to tie this game up. That's tied in, folks. And we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take the play. Yeah. Encroachment is the call. They aren't going to give us the options now. Yeah, they're just going to decline because they, from the snap, the location wise. So. Yeah, that's good. Nice job by Knoxville as he ties it up at 7. But Dale, let's go back to that long touchdown pass. It was probably thrown to about the 50. It was straight across the middle. It was lined up for a first down. Right about the M. They threw it across the middle. Great pass. Kelly goes up in the middle against some defenders, catches it, and then goes to the sideline. Had a block out here at about the 35. I'm not sure who it was that freed it up. But then Kelly just shows some speed and goes down the sideline. Goes in for the touchdown. Nice job by John Kelly. A lot of speed. As I said, that's tight end, folks. Great job as Minneapolis answers and ties it up at 7. And that's what the Lions needed right here, Dale, to give them some re-momentum. Yeah. We did not need to go down to the locker room trailing to these Bulldogs. Now we need to hold them. Yep. 153 remaining in the half. We're not enough back here even. And, we're going to kick off at them for the first time. And Knoxville will hopefully get a foot into it, and we can stick their guy back deep, and be nice to. We hadn't had much positive going for us. There was probably 2 or 3 offensive series there, and then that series didn't look like it was going anywhere. We had a 3rd and 16. Yep. A nice strike from Knoxville to Kelly. Knoxville to kick off, ball's on the 40-yard line, back deep for the Bulldogs about their own 15. I'm not sure who it is, but that's a well-placed kick. Nice job. It's going to go all the way back. He's going to pick it up at about the 2-yard line and come the outside. Baker almost gets him. He's going to try. Nice job by Minneapolis right in there as Cannon Smith gets him at the 13-yard line, but Baker just absolutely flew down the field, and that kind of got him shook up a little bit on that. And then he cut back the inside, and Cannon Smith finished him off. Nice job by Colton Baker, just absolutely gunning them down from the outside, slows them down, and Smith finishes them off. Nice job by the line. Return from about the 2-yard line out to the 14. First and 10 for the Bulldogs. 1:46 remaining in the half. It's Minneapolis 7, Marysville 7. Would love to have a pick 6 here in their territory. Shut them down, maybe get a chance to get the ball back before halftime. Power I formation for the Bulldogs. They're going to go to the run game. They're going to go up the middle, and he's going to see stopped right there by by Mr. Fleming as Fleming stops him. A gain of about 1 on the play. And that will be a gain of 2. Minneapolis going to call timeout. I think that's a good choice. I don't know that they have any timeouts left, Mary.
I think they've taken 2.
2 for sure. So Holton Baker was in on that tackle too. Our injured Warrior. Now, for over 100 years, Robertson Monuments has created everlasting memories for families to share the lives of their loved ones with future generations, supporting the line all the way. The American Family Insurance agent Scott Osherman for all your insurance coverage under one roof. The Scott Osherman Agency in Minneapolis proudly supporting your line. Ottawa County Bank in Minneapolis offers hometown banking with commitment, experience, and quality service. Proud sponsors of area school athletics. Here we go. Back as Marysville comes up to the line on 2nd and 8. Back to the power I formation. Minute 38 left in the half. I don't know why they even work on the clock going down because it's not a running clock. That's interesting. They will go to the fullback. He's going to cut back. Oh, had him at the line, and he's going to bounce out. He's going to have the first down. Nice little run there by number 15. He's going to gain about 9 on the play, enough for a first down. Once again, we had him, Dale. We had him at the line of scrimmage, and just bounced out of that and couldn't get him. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. This time they will go back. They'll pitch the outside, and he's going to be stopped right there. Nice job. He'll get up to the 26-yard line. Gain of about 3 on the play. He's kind of been their workhorse. Parking on the tackle. 2nd and 7 coming up here.
Kicking it, getting down 50 seconds here. Each team is taking 2 timeouts.
Power I formation once again. Marysville content to just kind of run the ball here. They're going to hand it off once again to Worth. He's going to be knocked down. There is a penalty flag on the play. Right at the 6. Maybe a loss of a yard on the play. We'll see what the penalty flag is.
We have an injured.
And we got an injured player. Bulldog player is down to number 8. And that is Josh Nelson, a senior for the Bulldogs. Chop block, yeah.
That's a personal foul, is it not? I can't remember. This penalty on the Bulldogs this half. Referee consulting with Captain Macy.
They're going to back them up, I think. Not sure the situation on the field.
24 seconds remaining in the half.
Quiet the stands here. Well, he gets up on his feet. Nice job by the young man. He's limping a little bit.
Is that Minneapolis coach came out on the field talking to?
No, that's
Boyd.
Marysville.
Yeah. Like black uniforms. Excuse me. Has moved the ball back to the 14-yard line. 13-yard line.
Minneapolis is going to call their final timeout.
It's second and about 21.
So Minneapolis calls their final timeout here with 24 seconds left. So we're going to go ahead and keep it here down because we've got plenty of time to talk about halftime. But, Minneapolis needed to answer there on the offensive side. 24 seconds left down. They just need to shut them down and prevent them from getting anything. They can, 24 seconds, they can pretty much take a knee if they wanted to and go into halftime. Because I don't think we can, I think that was our third and final timeout. It was our third and final. They have one more remaining. So the thing you don't want to see is them try to get a pass. I don't think they will do that with the chance of maybe throwing interception deep, but still no. So, young man talking to the official quarterback, talking to the White Hat. Second down and 21? Yeah, I'd say it's more than 20. It's 21 easily. Ball is at the 13-yard line, almost 14. Back to a power I formation. They will keep it, but he will be knocked down. Helmet comes off of Fleming, and that's going to end the quarter as it will wind down here to about 12 seconds. Just gain one on the play. Yeah, that's the way this half is going to end. The score knotted at 7. So tied up at 7, as you said, Dale. So Minneapolis was able to answer. I was a little bit nervous, too. Minneapolis does do a nice job of answering, kind of took some of the wind out of their sails a little bit, as they are able to answer there. So we're tied up at 7 here, as Minneapolis and Marysville at the halftime. We'll go ahead and take a break. Actually, you want to talk and I'll able to stand. We will take a break. We're going to reset things. So if you're listening to us on Eagle Channel 20, you can just stay there and we'll be right back. If you're listening to us on SmilePost.com, you'll need to sign off and sign back on because that's what we're going to do. We'll be back in a little bit. Marysville 2 first down passing. They had won by penalty. 2 penalties overall by the line out. I hope that's just part of the show. Glad I brought that light along for sure, Scott. Man, they must be doing something special with the show. I'm going to get my phone out to get a flashlight on here. Okay, Dan, sorry about that. You ready for my stats, or you, let me finish these meter stats here. Yeah, I bet there's some light. Scoring, first quarter, it was knotted at 0. All the scoring taking place in the second half here. 3:02 remaining in the second quarter. Lindhorst, number 33, caught a 35-yard pass from number 6, the quarterback. I don't have the name of their quarterback. And they converted the extra point to make it 7-0. Beautiful play. They had to leap high to get it. And over a well-defended play by Gage Mortimer. Quarterback took the ball where it needed to be for just their receiver to get it. At 1:53 remaining in the second quarter from our 19-yard line, 19 and a half maybe. 3rd and 16, Yoxel hit a beautiful cross. Kelly coming across the middle. And he took it probably 50, 60 yards from that point. His first yard pass ended up being an 81-yard total, 81-yard touchdown. And Yoxel had kicked the ball twice to get the extra point, but got it. That's the second week in a row now. We've had an encroachment on the extra point play. First kick was good. We had to come back and kick it again. Get the second one. Well, one final note here, Scott, before you get to that pass play was about the 8th longest in school history. Longest being 93 yards by C. Wally against Glasgow in 1964. That 81-yarder puts him behind Wally, Jacob Nelson, Grayson George, Brad Comfort, Mike Weedle, Connor Collins, several names we've called in the past several years, Kyle Lonberger, Terry Dieter, and Drew Weedle. Those are all guys that had longer receptions. Out of our tight end, that looked like he was a split end out here with his feet.
Well, it's interesting because a lot of those plays I remember being long were a little short pass. I think a good 30-yard pass.
Yes, it was.
So it was a nice pass.
Stats-wise, it's really interesting. Very evenly matched. They had 30 plays. We had 22 plays. This is what's interesting. 23 rushes for 43 yards, 1.9 yards per carry. That was for Marysville. We had eight rushes for 15 yards, 1.9 yards per carry. Passing-wise, they were 5 for 7 for 80 yards total, averaged 16 yards. They were 71% passing efficiency. We, on the other hand, were 11 for 14 for 132 yards, 78% passing efficiency, averaged 12 yards. It's just a very even. We had ended up with 147 yards total, and they ended up with 123 yards total. Very even. So I'd say each squad averaged about 1.3 or 4 yards. 1.9. 1.9 yards. Amazing. Yeah.
Well, now we were just told the other way around.
That makes more sense. So not sure who's up. We just heard that Riley County is up on Washington County, but we were told a few minutes ago it was the other way around. So not sure which is in fact the case. But Minneapolis does come back out on the field, Dale. As Minneapolis here tonight, not enough at 7 at halftime. You know, Dale, we have been a stronger, in my opinion, second half.
Yes, we have
all year long. Maybe with that first game, we need that to continue tonight. So it's a while to figure out the opponent. Especially, I understood that we were requested to film with the Bulldogs, and the result, no thanks, you're not a league team. That's all we exchanged film with. So apparently, you had to. If we saw anything film of them, we had to get it from some other source than the school. But anyway, a couple of records here to talk about that are interesting. We noted last week that Josh Macy had his 4th interception of the season. Guess what? That matched his interception total of last season, which had 4, and then he had 1 as a sophomore. That gives him 9 for his career, which ties him with Tim Dulles as the most interception and returns for a Lion in school history. And in the kicking game, Mr. Eric Yoxel moved past his brother Andrew and Aaron Heyer with those 2 field goals last week versus Beloit. He now has 13. Moved past Andrew. Really? Andrew has 12, tied with Aaron Heyer. And Eric has been kicking field goals since he's a freshman. Of course, I think Andrew did too. He has 13 on his career so far, 3/4 of the way through his junior season. So congratulations, Eric Yoxel, with a school record 13 career field goals. He holds the record. That's Andrew Yoxel and Aaron Heyer. Aaron Heyer still holds the record for most field goals completed in a season. Eric had 4 last year and had 6 so far this year. So 1 more field goal would tie him with Aaron. 2 more would set him in the lead there as far as season. And one other thing I would be remiss to miss. Last week, the defense just played superb. And Jake Fleming had 15 tackles, unassisted. Unassisted tackles. That puts him 3rd on the all-time Minneapolis tackle list, behind Phil Fischel in 1974 and Orville Clinton in 1969. Fischel had 20, Clinton had 19. And not hardly to be outdone by much, was Gage Mortimer against Beloit with 13. And Quentin Clark had, where he had, I lost track. He was 9 or something. So we had just a stalwart defensive performance. He had 8, excuse me. Quentin Clark had 8 against those Beloit Trojans last week. And we're doing fairly good on defense here, especially on the run game. They've gotten, I don't want to say lucky, they've completed some good passes.
They have. They really have. They surprised me on the pass game, and they've been fairly efficient. But when they had to, they kind of smashed some running down our throat. We had some mistakes. They got they got 2 fourth down, one on a fourth and fake punt, and the other one on a penalty, and which the guys from 92.7 were up here talking to me, and we both agreed that was not the case. But hey, you can't change something like that. It's going to happen no matter where you play, no matter what the situation is. That's part of the football game.
So we have heard conflicting reports out of the other half of our district. One says that Riley County's ahead, the other says Washington County's ahead. We'll have to see where that one ends up. The one thing that I don't like, Scott, is if Minneapolis, well, whoever, let's take this back.
Yeah.
The top 2 teams out of District 13, Loran plays top 2 teams of District 14. Happens to be Norton and Beloit. I know. It's like, oh, you got to be kidding me. And really, Norton, at least the Beloit people think might be a stronger team than they are this year. Though I did hear they had Blue Jays had a very good young quarterback that was out for the season with a broken collarbone or something. But with this game, before we start worrying about anything down in the way, it's tied at 7 here after one half of play between the host Bulldogs of Marysville and the Minneapolis Lions, going for the first Minneapolis high school victory over Marysville in football. It's 1954. 1954. Of course, we haven't played them since what year? 99. 65 was the 65-66 was last CKL. Played them again in 83. I'm not sure why. It was an early season game. It wasn't returned. It wasn't home and home. And if for some reason there was a home and home back in 98, 99. The Marysville won both games. The 98 game was a 1-point win by the Bulldogs. I remember being up here for the 99 game, and if I distinctly remember right, Darryl Wallace had a punt return for a touchdown here.
Dale, I didn't start doing broadcasting until early 2000s. So
I wasn't broadcasting then in the 99. I don't even know why I was up here. I didn't travel that many games then. But I remember being here. I remember the stadium. And I remember that. I remember the Wallace boy. He impressed me with his punt return for a touchdown. So we will kick off to start as back deep. Marysville will have a couple players back deep. As we will try to see what we got here. So Coxville getting ready to kick as we get ready to go here. And we're underway. Good kick, and it will be fielded about the 15-yard line by number 1. And he will come up the sideline. He's hit, and he will be come out of there. Nice job by Minneapolis. Colton Baker in on the tackle. Tackled by Baker and Veneri. Titus Veneri. 23. Marysville will start at the 30 as we get started here in the second half. Dale, I'm going to have to scoot up so I can see what I'm doing with your light, yeah? I tell you, thanks for bringing this light there. Yeah, you're welcome. It dawned on me, it took several years to dawn on me, I need to stick a light to these places. A light finally arrived, yeah. Light finally dawned. So they will hand it off, they will go up the gut, and they will not have anything. Keenan Smith on the tackle. Gain of maybe 1 on the play. They will come back up the line of scrimmage here on second and a long 9, almost 10. They didn't get much of a gain on that one. They will once again fake the handoff. They're rolling out the outside. Has a receiver, and it's caught. Nice catch. Good tackle by Titus Aneri. And that is a gain of 10 on the play. Maybe 11. Another first down. That quarterback has done a good job of rolling the outside and getting the pass. And we've not been able to get in his hip pocket at all. And they've had some nice completions tonight. And the rolling pass is not an easy one to complete because you can't square yourself. He's only a junior, too. Oh, they moved. Better be if we didn't go across. That's on them. Yeah.
Yep. On Marysville, that'll be a 5-yard penalty. First down, 15.
First and 15 from their 35. Marysville rolls back to hand it off to that halfback back there, and he's going to be stopped at the maybe a gain of 1 on the play. Minneapolis trying to rip that ball out of there. That's how far they moved the stick. Yeah, 1 yard gain. I'd say about 6. It's still second 15, but they moved it a little bit. Second 14. A long 4. Minneapolis on the defensive side has done a pretty good job tonight. They're going to send trips out to the left-hand side here. They're going to pass. Oh, flush out of the pocket. Had him for a second and tipped away by, I think, Mr. Josh Macy. And we almost had a sack in the backfield, and then Macy came close to getting the pick right there. Incomplete. Nice pressure by the Lions, and great job by Josh Macy to get a hand in there and to tip that one away. 3rd and 14 at the 35.5-yard line. Tied up at 7 here. 9:47 left to go in the third quarter. Dale Leach, myself, Scott Osherman. As Minneapolis and the Bulldogs doing battle here. This is trips to the left-hand side. And there's once again, that's against us. Yeah, that's an encroachment on the Lions. They give them 5 back. That's going to be a more manageable 3rd and 9 now. Actually, Dale, you're exactly right. It was really not a gain, so it's right at the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 11, actually. If they did, but it's sitting outside the 6. Trips out here to the left-hand side once again. Drops back, throws across the middle, and pass is caught by number 1 for another first down, a gain of 11. And once again, Dale, we give that one up by a penalty that gets them back to within a striking distance on the completion. Their second first down of the quarter, both by passing. They're in line territory at the 46-yard line. I didn't catch there. As long as he basically when he caught it. Oh. Good catch. Twins out here to the left this time. And they will hand it off, and he's going to be hit at the line. Nice job. That's going to be no gain. Maybe a loss of a yard on the play. 2nd and 11 coming up. Logan Robinson on the tackle. Back at the 47 of Minneapolis. Time they'll send one receiver out to the right, one out to the left. They spread it out a little bit. Offset eye, and they will. There's movement on the line. Yep. Legal procedure. That will back them up 5 yards now.
Okay, now, Dale, this is when you can't give them that 5 back.
Mm-hmm.
Their second penalty of the quarter. Second and about 16.
Yep.
8:27 left to go. Tied up at 7 here at Homer Hanson Field, or Stadium, from the 48-yard line of Marysville. Offset eye, shotgun formation here. He's going to drop back to pass. Has plenty of time. Throws it across and in and out of the hands. He started turning. Did you see it?
Yep.
His head was turned down the field. Hit him right in the chest. Oh, Dale. He was wide open. And I'll tell you, we're playing a little bit of a kind of a soft zone. Yeah. And they're just getting into those spots. So. Third and 16 coming up from the Marysville 47s. One receiver out to the right, one out here to the left. Drop back. Oh no. Oh, thank goodness. Had Titus was near his feet over there. He did a little up and out. And Titus got sucked in. Luckily, it was overthrown, or he would have been gone, Dale. That would have been 6. It was close. Back deep will be Mortimer at about his 19-yard line. I don't think you'll see a fake at this situation here, but you just don't want to take that chance. And it will be picked up by Mortimer. And nice little cut back to the outside. Still on his feet, goes nice to the outside, kicks back in, still on his feet. He can be taken out at the 45-yard line. Nice return by Mortimer, gain of about 25 on the return. And it's just short of the 45, about the 44-yard line. That's where Minneapolis will start. 24-yard return is what you said. And we've not had much success tonight with the run game. Let's see how we do in the second half. We've done a better job this year of making adjustments at half, and we'll see what we come out with here to start the second half. 7:50 to go in the third quarter. This is our first possession of the half, right? Yep. It is. Twins the left-hand side, one to the right, and that's Austin. Baker's your halfback. They send Mortimer in motion. They're going to go to Baker. Baker up the middle. Nice job by Colton Baker, and he's going to lumber forward for a gain of about 7 on the play. Nice job by Colton Baker. Gets it into Bulldog territory at the 49. Second 4 coming up. Second down and 3 coming up for the line. Twins to the left. Baker in the backfield. Shotgun for Yoxel. We're going to go back to Baker again. Baker up the gut. He's going to have the first down and a little bit more. Colton Baker with the first down. Nice job by Baker as he gains about 6 on the play. Nice job by Colton Baker for our line first down. 43-yard line of Marysville. Our first down of the half. Smith is the halfback now. Twins the left, one the right. High snap. Going to drop back pass. Has Kelly. Kelly's going to catch it. He's still on his feet. He's at the 30. That's going to be another first down for the Lions at the gain of 13 on the passing completion. Sorry about that. First down Minneapolis. You're witnessing what I believe is an all-league performance here as head receiver by John Kelly. Between last week and what he's done so far tonight. We should have some all-league linemen as well. Mm-hmm. Should have some all-league players, period. But we've done a nice job tonight. I can name some defensive ones as well. They will go to Smith, and he's not going to have much, maybe a yard on the play.
A gain of 1. It's about the 29-yard line. Gain of 2.
Yeah.
2 and 2.
Second 8 coming up from the 28 of the Bulldogs of Marysville.
On the defensive side, you've got Fleming and Fleming as well as
fine a set of linebackers as we've seen here in the last many years at Minneapolis.
Quentin Clark and Fleming and even Baker and
Baker and Cannon Smith.
Outside, tremendous. Second and 8, Yoxel drops back, throws quickly, has a receiver, Josh Macy, and he can be taken out of bounds at the 20, almost for a first down, be close, and marking at the 19. That should be enough for a first down. So that'd be a gain of 9. Should be enough for Minneapolis first down. Minneapolis doing a nice job of moving the ball inside Bulldog territory here at the 5:41 mark.
Lions on the move here. 3 first downs on this drive.
Twin to the left, 1 to the right. Baker's your halfback. Shotgun is Yoxel. He goes back to Baker. Baker follows his tackle out there to the left-hand side.
They're going to get more progress back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a little further.
Like a yard.
Yeah, second and 9. Coming up.
All on the 18, 19-yard line, right around in there. Here on second down. Tied up at 7, 5:13 left to go here in the third quarter. Twins this time to the right-hand side. Smith is your halfback.
That's the play.
That's the play, yeah. Quarterback sack is Yoxel.
He was looking for somebody to hand the ball off to, and there was nobody there. Which was interesting because he kind of acted like he was going to roll to the right, but he was looking. He reached the ball out to hand it to somebody. Nobody was there. Third and, 22, 23? 21. 21 coming up?
Okay. Ball is placed on the 30-yard line.
29, actually.
Knox drops back pass. Throws across. Has Mortimer, nice catch and a reception and a first down. Minneapolis.
First and goal.
Big play right there. That's a pass across the middle to Mortimer. That's a gain of 24 on that. Nice pass right there. Great completion, great catch.
Fourth first down. In this drive.
I got to commend Gage Mortimer.
Yes.
Because Gage has been a halfback for so long, and they've asked him to step into a different role this year, and he's done excellent. Same way Jake Fleming. These kids have just said, hey, I'll do whatever, coach.
First and goal from the 6.
Baker. Yeah. Oh, ball's on the ground. Gosh darn it. And we do lose it. Well, we had a first drive in the first quarter that was busted up and lost the momentum. Dale, that's a tough one right there.
The ball was on about the 8-yard line of Marysville. 2 turnovers in the game now for the Lions, 1 for Marysville. We need to see if we can get one back here. As Bulldogs deep in their own territory.
Bulldogs will pitch to the outside, and they punch to the outside, and he will be taken down. Nice job behind Minneapolis defense. Maybe a yard. Clark in on the tackle.
Well, they moved to 6 back.
Lost off the 1 on the play.
.320 to go in the third quarter. It's still not at 7. The Lions defense needs to come up with a big play here.
Yeah, we do, Dale. as we had the momentum all our way. That had a drive inside the 10, and unfortunately we fumbled it there. Offset eye, power eye, I should say. And they will go to that fullback right in there, and he's not going to get anywhere. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. Loss of another. Well, no. Move it forward. Okay, make 2, 3rd and 9. Forward progress, go. They've been very efficient on those little 10-yard passes. Yep. So this is where you gotta step it up on the defensive side, not let them have it. Anything. They send triplets out to the left-hand side. They run it. They're good. Logan Ross. Nice job. Tanner Dremel. That was Tanner Dremel. Yeah, that was Dremel. And they do not get anywhere. And that is going to force them to punt. That was a new punt return. In his own end zone. Standing in his own end zone. Tanner Smith. Now, this is that same formation, Dale, they had on that fake. Okay. I don't think they're making that here. I would think not, but that's blocked. Or Shank. One of the two is Shank. But that is going to be great field position for us at the 25-yard line. So Macy is putting pressure on the punter there. I think that was Macy. So that's where Minneapolis will take our great field position right here, Dale. As we get a chance, we get it back here with a chance. Twins to the left-hand side, one to the right, Baker's your halfback. They get it out there to Mortimer. Mortimer is going to break loose. And he's going to have, there's a penalty flag. Now, that's the 11-yard line. Double penalty flag. They're going to call holding on Austin. So, 2 flags there at the 24-yard line. So they're going to back that up. Jeffrey Austin is going to be whistled with the hold. So, there was forward progress about 3 yards, 2 yards, where the penalty flag is. So it'll be 10 yards from there.
10 yards from the spot of the foul.
So it's going to bring up a 1st down and 18. So that would be a 2-yard pass. Yep. Oh, wow. Yeah, he's right there. Twins to the left, one to the right. That's Denary out here on the right-hand side, I believe. Okay, it might be off. Smith is your halfback. There goes Smith. Smith, he did a nice job of pursuing on that one. He does gain a yard on the play. Gain a 1. 2nd and 18 from the Marysville 33. Austin and Mortimer out here to the right. Kelly's your tight end on the right-hand side. Timeout is going to be called. Timeout called by Minneapolis here at the 40, is that 4-minute mark, Dale? 41.3 seconds in the 3rd quarter, so we'll take a quick break with them. And hear a word from our sponsors. You're listening to SwanPost.com as well as Eagle Communications, Channel 20, your voice in Minneapolis Lions. Minneapolis High School linebackers, a proud supporter of Minneapolis High School sports and athletics, helping you many Minneapolis High School activities, as well as SwanPost.com and Eagle Communications. Thanks for all you do, Minneapolis. Whether you're building a new house or a birdhouse, Ottawa County Lumber and Supply will have the tools and materials you need for your next project. Ottawa County Lumber, cheering for the Lions. Stop into Jeans IGA and experience shopping with the promise of neighborly service from people you know and trust. Jeans IGA, your hometown grocery store, supporting your hometown Lions. wins the left-hand side. Welcome back. Billy from Scott Oshman here on 2nd and 18. Baker is your halfback. Macy's out here on the right-hand side. Kelly's the tight end on the left-hand side. Austin and Mortimer are wide left. Got the off-back pass. Throws it up, and he has it in the air. Touchdown, Josh Macy. Great catch. And it's tipped by the receiver, and Macy had great 3-yard composure. Nice job by Josh Macy with great composure to get that one and to catch the touchdown. Nice job, Josh Macy. 34.7 seconds remaining here in the third. I'll tell you, Yoxel saw that Macy had a step on it and put some air under it. That Palmatieri is a great ball player, and he had a hand up there and tipped it, but Macy, great composure, held on to it, caught it, touchdown Minneapolis. We're trying to kick the extra point here. It's up. Ew. It is good. Wasn't the world's best snap and a hold, but Macy gets it down and Yoxel puts it in. Nice job, Minneapolis. And your Minneapolis Lions lead the Marysville Bulldogs 14-7. 34.7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Nice job by Yoxel to Macy with a 33-yard touchdown pass right there. And it was 33 yards in the air, Dale. He aired it out. Another nice pass. And a touchdown for the Minneapolis Lions as they go up on top 14-7 here in Marysville at Homer Hanson Stadium. You know, I was just thinking. I didn't say it. I shouldn't say I was thinking, but I was just thinking, the last big touchdown pass we had, it was 3rd and 16. Now it's 3rd and 18 there, or whatever. Second, yeah. It was a very long distance to go. Both of them, big touchdown passes on long distance to go. Get the first down. Yoxel will put it down. Palmatier as well as number 12, Haggard. Palmatier and Haggard back deep. Once again, they're a young ball team. It's going to be a team to deal with next year. We will meet them again in district play. It'll be at home, but it will be so. Yoxel the kick, and it will go to Palmatier at about the 5-yard line. Slips, but it comes right back up and comes out of that, still on his feet, and is taken down by Clinton Clark, I believe, with the tackle. We'll see for sure if that's who it was. No, 82 John Kelly. Palmatier with a nice little run back for the Bulldogs as they will start their third possession of the night at the Minneapolis 31-yard line. What class is Palmatier in? He's a junior. Palmatier's a junior. The quarterback's a junior. And their other halfback, David Heck, is a senior. So, but most of your carries have been by the quarterback or Warnick, and he's a sophomore. Oh, great stick right there by Yoxel as he gets a great hit. Great pass completion, but a great hit right there. Good job by that receiver hanging on to that 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9. Great stick there. Good stick. Textbook stick. And that's the way this quarter is going to end. They're going to switch sides of the field. It's Minneapolis 14, the Bulldogs of Marysville 7. 1 quarter play here in this Class 3A district game. Through the doors, past the concession stand here. It's a little ways away. Beautiful football night here in Marysville. Yeah, it really is, Dale. It is a beautiful night for football. I didn't have a jacket on at all when I was setting things up here. I was getting a little warm.
sun started to go down a little bit. I said, well, I can put my hoodie on. And then the sun really went down. I said, I need to go. I'm glad I brought my hoodie because at the last second I went and grabbed it. I'm glad I brought it. I had my normal jacket, but I'm glad I brought my sweatshirt as well. So today is my mother's 73rd birthday. Happy birthday. And I can't remember. Phyllis Osherman. Phyllis. Happy birthday, Phyllis. She's not watching. She's in the stands watching. So we took her to a football game for her birthday. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. I'm glad she enjoys coming to those things. I can enjoy that too. I'm pretty blessed to have her in Minneapolis. So second and eight, as you said. They will come up. They hand it off to the halfback, and he's going to gain about 2 on the play. It's gang tackle. Gets to the 35. Third and a long 6, close to 7. 11:41 left to go in the ball game here. Minneapolis needs to continue with the status quo on the defensive side, not give up anything big. Just keep pounding on the defensive side. Got twins out here. In the backfield, they're going to drop back pass. Flush out of the pocket, and he's still on his feet. Nice job by Minneapolis. That's not a first down. Did a great job of preventing the first down right there. Jake Fleming knocks him down. He's only going to gain about 3 on the play. He had a little bit more room, but Fleming did a great job on the defense. They evaded one tackler in the backfield, which is Cannon Smith. They're going to punt. Third and a long 3 here. They're going to line it up this way. This is one of them that could go either way. Are they desperate enough this point in the game to try the fake again? And they are going to punt. That's a much better punt. And Mortimer's going to take it at the 25-yard line. And he's going to come to the outside. Nice job right there. And he's going to get up to the 50-yard line. Macy had a great block back here at the 35-yard line. And nice block, and it brings them all the way up to midfield into, not quite into, it's just right at midfield, so that's where Minneapolis will take over. Nice job by Macy to free up Mortimer. That's where we will take over. Mortimer looked like he was going to try to follow a wall to the right and then reverse his field. Came to a nice wide here, having it on the left with the block by Macy. Just right inside the 50-yard line of Minneapolis territory. Twins here to the left. One in the backfield, that's Smith, I believe. No, that's Baker. Sorry. I can see this now. They will go to Mortimer. Mortimer goes the outside and breaks the tackle, still on his feet. Nice job by Mortimer. They missed 2 tackles out there. At the line of scrimmage would have been lost of yardage. He gained 5. Right inside the 45-yard line. Outside the 45-yard line now. 5-yard gain. 10:15 left to go in the ball game. 14-7 here in Marysville at Homer Hanson Stadium, Minneapolis football. They will send Austin and Mortimer to the left, Macy to the right. Kelly, the tight end here on the left side. One in the backfield, that's Baker. They're going to go to Baker. Baker is going to be tackled at the line, maybe a loss, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Now it's definitely 3rd and 6. Yeah. Back at the 46 of Marysville. Clock is running at 9:50 here in the 4th quarter. 14-7, your Minneapolis Lions in the lead. Twins to the left, Twins to the right. And another timeout called by Minneapolis. That's their second one of the night. So of that. So I'll go back to some ads, Dale. Let's see here. For over 100 years, Robertson Monuments has created everlasting memories for families to share with loved ones, to share the lives of their loved ones with future generations, supporting the lives all the way. The American Family Agent Scott Oshman for all your insurance coverage under one roof. Scott Oshman Agency in Minneapolis, proudly supporting the Lions
Ottawa County Bank in Minneapolis offers hometown banking with commitment, experience, and quality service. Proud sponsors of area school activities. Also, thank you to Minneapolis High School linebackers and for all they do for Minneapolis sports as well as academics. Thank you, Minneapolis High School linebackers, for all you do, as well as linepost.com, your voice of Minneapolis Lions, and home to Eagle at Communications Channel 20, where we are seeing tape delay. So, thank you very much. linepost.com. Smith is the halfback. Twins the right, twins the left this time. Here on 3rd and 6. Shotgun for Yoxel on the Marysville 46. He's going to drop back, floats, throws it across, and incomplete. Almost intercepted. They were right on that screen. They did turn defender there. 4th and 6 coming up. We did not need to turn the ball over there. No, we did not. Thank goodness we didn't. So Yoxel will punt. He's going to stand in his own 40. Good snap. Nice punt. And it's going to take a Minneapolis bounce. Nice job, Yoxel, as he gets it all the way pinned down to the 5-yard line. That is a 41-yard punt. Nice job by Eric Johnson. That's a nice way to pin him inside the 20. How about that, Dale? Very nice. That's their own 5-yard line. First and 10. 9:23 left to go. 14-7 Lions with the lead. Shotgun formation for the Bulldogs. Twins the right-hand side. They got one in the backfield. They will hand it off to that halfback, and he will have forward progress to about the 7. Gain of about 2 on the play. So gain of 1. Smith with the tackle. They say 2. I'll get the 2. I'll just do that. Second 8 from the 7-yard line. That's Marysville. Our quarterback's been very efficient passing the ball tonight. Has been very efficient. And had some drops. Yeah, he had. So, and they're going to have to delay game. Or timeout, so. Timeout. Timeout, Marysville. Timeout, call by Marysville. So that's their first timeout. So at the 8:34 mark, we will go ahead and take one with them. And once again, hear a word from our sponsors. This is SponsorPost.com as well as EU Communications, Channel 20, your voice of the Minneapolis Lions. Dale Leach and myself, Scott Oshman. We'll be back after this work. Whether you're building a new house or a bird cage. Okay. Hey, how about we start over? You know, you could build a bird cage with the materials from Ottawa County Lumber. We'll do that again. That's got to be all professional. Whether you're building a new house or a birdhouse, Ottawa County Lumber and Supply will have the tools and materials you need for your next project. Ottawa County Lumber cheering for the Lions. And you can get just about everything. I'll tell you, they've got more than just lumber there now, Dale. They've got pet supplies. They've got supplies. Fishing supplies. I got my boys gear, camping gear, hunting gear. We'll put everything there. So, hey, I gave you a little bit of extra kudos there, man. You'll build for pages of material you buy. Shotgun formation, and Twins the right-hand side, one in the backfield for the Bulldogs. And they're going to drop back to pass, and he's got plenty of time, and it's going to be caught, and then out of bounds at the 20 at first down. And driven out of bounds by Veneri and Smith. That's going to be enough for a first down. That's a gain of about 13 on the pass completion. Like I said, Dale, they've been very efficient with their pass plays tonight. Yes, they have. I'm very impressed. Yeah. Stops the ball. Stops it. Goes out of bounds. 8:25 remaining in the fourth quarter. This time triplets out to the left-hand side. And they're going to drop back to pass again, and it's flushed him out of the pocket. Titus Veneri. Oh, nice job, Titus, as he keeps them from getting the first down. Oh, wow. They give him a great spot, though. And they will have the first down. 10-yard rush. I bet they're going to measure it. Oh, it's enough for a first down. Oh, there you go. Glad I didn't bet.
10-yard gain on the play, bringing up first and 10 Marysville.
That was a very generous spot again. Titus Veneri, great open field tackle right there. He would have some running room to go. Triplets to the left-hand side, one in the backfield with the quarterback in shotgun. Cross back pass again. And a shot across the middle, and once again, Palmatier with the catch. Enough for a first down, and that's a gain of 18. Marysville getting a little momentum here, Dale. They were all the way back at their 5-yard line, and they're climbing right back out of this with the pass completion. Their third first down of this drive. Their front line has done a great job of giving them protection. We've yet to sack the quarterback. Have not been able to get anybody in, and we've had a couple times where we've given them a little bit of pressure, but we've not been able to sack him yet tonight. That's the 48 of Marysville. First and 10. They go back to that power I. And they go to the outside with the screen and cuts back in, breaks the tackle, still on his feet, and he's going to get another first down. 11-yard pass completion. Quentin Clark chased him down, but another first down in the Minneapolis territory at the 41. Marysville driving the ball, and the clock continues to run. $7:20 to go here. Trips out the right-hand side this time. They drop back and roll on the outside of pass. And another wide open receiver. Zone coverage is not working, Dale. And they get a completion of about 18 this time, and they are just in the red zone. At the 17-yard this time. Their fifth first down of this drive. 4 of them like that. That is a big completion right there. This is their longest extended drive of the game. Yeah, it started at their own 5-yard line. Trip to the left-hand side this time. Quarterback's going to fake the outside. And there's a sack right there. Nice job. Finally had it in it. Cannon Smith and Tanner Gremmel finally put him on the ground. As they get the sack. Smith shot the gap. Finally get a sack right there. A loss of 7 on the play.
7-yard loss on the play.
And like second 17 from the 25. Needed that big time, Dale, just to slow them down a little bit. Nice job by Smith and Gremmel. Marysville going for their first win of the season here. Trying to tie the game first. Drops back to pass again. And there we go. Nice job by Jake Fleming with a great stick out there and knocks them for a loss. Once again, a loss of about another 6 on the play. Great job with the stick on that. Moves the ball to the 30. I'll say Jake Fleming with a great open field tackle right there. With a great pass there to a shifty number 3. He's a very good work. And we just stopped him right there. Third down and about 22, 23 yards here. Trips out here to the right-hand side. And they send some pressure. They throw across the middle. And it's, almost picked up by Mason. Oh, Josh had it in his hands. Went up in the air. I thought he had the pick right there, Dale. It's going to be 4th down. Macy went up in the air, and he so close to getting a pick. Fleming said, come on, buddy, what did you have that? Josh is going, why did I have that? So, 4th and 22 from Minneapolis 30. We have a timeout by Marysville here with 5:12 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's Minneapolis 14, Marysville 7 after two disastrous plays and an incomplete pass to slow that drive down. Marysville takes their second timeout of the half, leaving them one. Minneapolis has two remaining.
The scoreboard says they both just have one left, but I don't know if that's the case or not, Dale.
I don't remember a
6-2.
yeah.
14-7 here at Homer Hanson Stadium here in Marysville, Kansas, as we made the 2-hour drive up here.
Marysville must be a larger 3A school, Dale.
Yes, they are towards the top.
No doubt about it.
So, size of community.
Dropped down from 4A last year.
Trips out here to the right-hand side. They're going to send one to the left. So they're going to spread it out here. Trips with one to the left. Shotgun formation. Minneapolis will try to put some pressure on him. Throws across the middle, and it's incomplete. Nice shot. Lions hold. Thank goodness it was incomplete because he was open. That will give Minneapolis the ball. They're at the 31-yard line. 5:07 to go in the fourth. Minneapolis takes over. See if we can have a drive to kill the clock here. Run out of time. Let's preserve a 14-7 win. They're going to spread. They're going to send Mortimer and Macy to the left. Austin to the right. Baker's your halfback. Mortimer goes in motion. They jump. No call. There's the call. Nobody jump. I think Marysville came across the line. Yep. Marysville came across the line. So 5-yard penalty. That'll put it on the 35-yard. So first and 5 for Minneapolis. Starting to cool off a little bit here, Dale.
Mm-hmm.
Still a beautiful night for football.
It's not so cool that you're seeing the breadth of the players that
like it was last week.
Yeah.
Minneapolis junior high Lions ended their season last night. Very disappointing loss last night against Beloit. Very tough.
What was the score?
You don't want to know?
No. All right.
So it wasn't pretty.
First and 5.
Now we'll talk about that. They will go to Smith. Smith to the outside. Has the first down. Nice job. Cuts it back up. Still going. Nice job. Cannon. Smith gets all the way out to midfield. Almost to 50. Cannon with a 15-yard run right there. Nice job. Cannon to the 49-yard line. Yeah, Beloit runs that offense so well all the way down into the junior high.
So they even ran the old double wing there, huh?
Yeah, I believe it. And they handled it very well. And they've got some talent coming up. Usually do. Seem to find a way to fill the void. What void? Yeah.
First and 10 from the line, 49.
Trips to the right, one in the backfield for Minneapolis. Yoxel with a shotgun. Drops back. He's going to follow his blocker and Smith. Cuts it back up. Yoxel has the first down and 4. Cuts the outside. Still going. He's at the 20. He's at the 5. Goes out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. At 12-yard line. That's the gain of 38-yard line. The 38-yard run. Nice job by Eric Yoxel. That was a great lead block by Cannon Smith. Yoxel gets a big run right there.
39-yard gain on the play. First and 10, Minneapolis.
Nice job by Eric Yoxel with a big run right there, Dale. That's one of his bigger runs. Yeah. He had a great night last week against Beloit. He's done very well tonight as well. Power formation. This has got Smith and Baker in the backfield. Yoxel in a shotgun. They go to Smith. Smith balls Mortimer. Smith cuts back up. Still on feet, gets down to about the 5-yard line. And that will be a gain of about 7 on the play.
Just outside the 5.
6-yard gain on the play.
So we can get a first down without scoring. 4 minutes to go here in this contest. One to the right, one to the left. Power formation. Three in the backfield. That's Smith and Mortimer in the backfield. They go to Mortimer. Mortimer's going to cut back up. He's going to get a touchdown. Nice job, Gates Mortimer with the 6-yard touchdown run. Nice job, Gates Mortimer. Great block by the Lions. Touchdown, Minneapolis. At the 3:36 mark here of the fourth. Dale, that is big insurance right there. And nice job by Minneapolis. Once again here in the second half of football games this year has done a very good job of making whatever adjustments they need to make. And nice job. And we'll go for the point-up touchdown via the kick. Big play by Eric Joxel to get the Lions down there with a 38-yard run. Macy to hold. Joxel to kick. Snap is up, and it is good. Nice job, Mr. Eric Joxel, if he kicks the extra point. I don't know how many points. I'm sure you have that stat somewhere too, Dale, but he's got to be points-wise, history-wise, points with extra points and field goal.
I'll have to dig that out for you the next one.
That's got to be something that he's got to be, with all the field goals and extra points. And, so.
21 points to 7. 3:36 remaining, and the Lions are on the verge of getting their first win over the Marysville Bulldogs since I was 2 years old.
I won't ask how old you are, Dale.
I'm 62.
I said I wasn't going to ask.
A lot of people don't want to old decrepit. Everybody that knows me knows I'm old and decrepit, so anybody else might as well know too.
Eric Johnson will kick back deep. Will be Paul. I think that's Paul Shears. No, it's not. They've got a couple of different guys back there this time. James Montgomery, a sophomore, and Haggerty is the same guy. He's a sophomore as well, so 2 sophomores back there for the Bulldogs. And here's the kick. And it will be kicking it in, and he goes down to the ground.
That's
wow.
21.
That's it. Flip, yep. Well, I saw my son do that a couple times on the kickoff return. Catch the ball, flip it. Nobody around, and that's tough. That's the momentum to go up on that ball. Anyway, Minneapolis on the defensive side, they've got 333 coming away with their first district win in 8.
So we've lost 8
straight. 8 straight. So that'd be 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
They have 6, yep. Well, this was our first game in that district. And they're going to pass.
That last one was against Republic County.
And now he's going to get sacked. Nice job. Great job by Minneapolis on the defense. Logan Robbins going to get the sack. But nice job by Logan on that.
Second and 12.
That was a secondary sack because the secondary did a great job of preventing the pass. Well, this is a pentagram. I didn't see.
No, I don't think so. I think it was Robbins. It was time or movement? Movement.
Yep. Legal procedure is the call. It's going to back him up 5. Well, I will tell you, this is one of those teams just kind of like Republic County last year, or this year, Dale. I figured Republic County was going to get their first win, and they did.
Yeah.
This is a team that they're gonna
win this year.
They're gonna win. Well, if not this year, they're gonna win next year. So they throw across the middle, and it's almost picked off by Fleming as he gets a hand up there and tips it. Incomplete pass.
And those 2 linebackers, Clark, Fleming, left in hand. Congratulations.
2 seniors that have just been dead on from the linebacker corps. Trips this time the left-hand side. Shotgun formation. He's going to pass again. So throws across and, great job by Cannon Smith. Cannon drops back and floats into that zone and hits the ball, and it goes incomplete. That's going to be a 4th down. And Marysville's going to call their final timeout. So at the 2:44 mark, that's interesting. They're going to call it down by 14 points. Deep in your own part of the field. Why do you call it that? Unless they're going to try to go for daddy incident. Daddy incident. So we're going to go ahead and, we kept it here all night. I'm just going to read a couple spots here. So. Let's see here. Whether you're building a new house or a burnt house, Ottawa County Lumber Supply will have the tools and materials you need for the next project. Ottawa County Lumber cheers for the line. Stop into Jeans IGA and experience shopping with promise of neighborly service, compete with you know and trust. Jeans IGA, your hometown grocery store supporting your hometown line. Tonight's game brought to you by City Pharmacy of Minneapolis, now delivering to our neighboring communities. Call us to find out when you can come to use City Pharmacy or your family go live. Gil, I want to say, coming up on the 25th, folks, there is Championship Saturday. Ottawa County Falcons will be hosting Championship Saturday in Minneapolis as we will host Salvation Army Championship today. Are they hosting or playing? We are hosting, and we are playing for 3rd place. Oh, good. Both 5th and 6th grade. They're punting they're going to go for here. They do punt it there. So, and it was great Minneapolis bounce. Goes back 5 to 6 yards. That's interesting. They run to the right. They must have been looking to see if they could get by, and then decided to kick it on the run. They shouldn't have any timeouts left, and we should be able to just kind of milk this one down. Yeah, but they've taken all 3 of their timeouts. But back to that Championship Saturday, that'll be on the 25th. I'm still looking for volunteers. Anybody wants to volunteer help, we greatly appreciate it. The 5th grade will play at 1 o'clock. As far as I know, the 6th grade will play at 3 o'clock, and then the championship game will be at 5 and 7. All right. But that is in Minneapolis. We get to host it this year. A lot of people will be coming into our community. Shotgun formation, and Yox is going to keep it himself. He'll go to the outside and just going to come back in, and he'll be tackled at the line of scrimmage. Eric's doing his best to impersonate calling line tonight. No game. Oh, we got a flag. I think I don't see a flag. Clock is running at 2:10. 2nd and 10 coming up. Twins to right, 1 to left. They send Mortimer in motion. They go to Smith. Yox will just keep himself, and he will get up to about the 31-yard line. Minute 44 left, and he gains about 2 on the play. 3rd and 8 coming up from the 31 of Marysville. It's a minute 30 left to go in this ball game. 3rd down, 8. Can't completely run the clock down, but not without a 1st down. Twins the left-hand side. Smith is the halfback. And they will go to Smith. Smith will come up, and nice job by Cannon Smith. Gets up to about the 26-yard line, but they can't stop it. Short of the 1st down. Cannon will gain about 4 on the play. Gets to the 27 of Marysville. 4th and 4 from the 27 of Marysville. 45 seconds to go. They'll probably just milk this one down and then take a timeout. Quarterback Eric Gossel is over there talking to the coach. Could take a penalty here and snap it again, I suppose. Timeout. They do got timeout. So 30 seconds left. Minneapolis calls their final timeout of the night. 21 to 7. 30 seconds left here in the 31 seconds left in the ball game, and so the Lions are going to win the district game here for the first time in 3 years. No, I think that's just super cool. It's probably just plugged in. You probably have to go down and unplug it. So, I can hold it for you. Yeah, that is exciting, Dale, as the Minneapolis is going to come away with their first district win. You know, and I don't know what the Capital had as a spread on this one. 19 points. 19. I was going to say I would have thought close to that, but we do come away with a victory, and that's going to be big. But we're lining up to go for it here, and they will keep it in stuff. Yoxel bounce to the outside. He will not have it, but it will stop the clock at 23.7 seconds. Give it back to the Bulldogs.
Turnover on down. First down, Marysville.
Well, Marysville will have a shot here to try to do something with 23 seconds left. Minneapolis is going to come away with a win tonight here in Marysville. You know, against the team has not tasted victory yet this year, but a very talented team. And I don't know who won the Riley County Marysville or Washington County game. I'll be awful shocked if Riley County didn't. They will run it up to get. Now that is interesting. With 18 seconds left, I would have thought you would have aired it out. But hey, that's okay. They will let this one die down as well. Minneapolis is going to come away with a victory tonight, 21-7 over the Marysville Bulldogs, as they will gain 4 on that run. But that's going to end it right there, Dale. 21-7, Minneapolis comes away with a victory tonight, as Minneapolis continues their season as we come away with another victory tonight. So congratulations to Minneapolis Lions. We're going to get some stats here, and Dale will give you some stuff, and see if I can get some stats for you. So. As we talked about earlier, this is the first win in Minneapolis over Marysville since 1954. We have scored more than the 21 points tonight against Marysville, but I'm just looking back through the 3 wins that we've had. The largest margin of victory for the Lions before tonight was 5 points, 12-7. So this 14-point win here tonight not only breaks a long losing streak to Marysville, but is the widest spread margin between the two squads in the Minneapolis favor. 21-7, your final. And we'll be right back after we get some stats here. Tim was down for Marysville, 13. Penalties, Lions 4, Marysville 9. So we did well there. Turnovers, Minneapolis 2, Marysville 1. First downs rushing, Minneapolis 3, Marysville 4. First down passing, Minneapolis 6. Marysville 7, and then they gained 1 first down by penalty. So they had more first downs, but they had more penalties. They had less turnovers. Review scoring. Marysville scored at the 3:02 mark of the second quarter, 33-yard pass to number 33. I can't read his name. And they got their point conversion, making the score 7-0, with 1 53 remaining in the second. We had, from a 3rd and 16, we had the 81-yard pass and reception from Yoxel to John Kelly. Extra point good. Tied the score at 7. 3:47 left in the third. Yoxel scores. Yoxel to Macy, on a 33-yard pass. It was second and long. CUK was good. Make the score 14-7. And then give us the final margin at 3:32 mark or so in the fourth. Mortimer had the 6-yard run with the PAT good by Yoxel to give us the final 21-7 score here in Marysville over the host Bulldogs in Class 3 Division 13 ball. And next Friday night we will host the Riley County Falcons at Minneapolis. It's been since like 2001 since we played Riley County, I believe. Could be wrong there. I know we hosted Riley County back then. I remember Jordy Nelson putting on quite a display of defensive gamesmanship, chasing down the Lions to make some big stops. And then we will close the regular season out the following Thursday at Washington County. We'll make the trip up 81 Highway and east on 36 again for that game. Still have almost Minneapolis increases their record to 5-2 overall. Best record we've had in 3 to 4 years. Good to see us continue the tradition of the circle out there. I'm just going to give you, I'm almost ready here, but what's really going to be, I just think this is so cool. So, hold on a second. Oh, fine here. Okay, this is just some really cool stats here, Dale. Okay, for Marysville, in the second half, they had 13 carries for 12 yards. Not even a yard per carry. Nice job by the Minneapolis defense. They were 8 for 15 passing, so their efficiency was not nearly as good. They had 80 yards in total passing offense, average 10 yards play, 53% passing efficiency. They ended the game with 160 yards passing, 55 yards rushing, so a total of 215 yards. Second half for us, much better on the rushing side. 17 carries for 87 yards, average 5.1 yards per carry. Passing-wise, 6 for 7 for 81 yards, 86% passing efficiency right there. Total yardage, 102 yards rushing, 213 yards passing. This is what's really cool, Dale. 17 for 21 passing for Eric Yoxel tonight. 81% passing efficiency, 213 yards in the air, and 2 touchdowns. Well, I think I stated at the beginning of the game, I hope we could start to get our act together a little bit sooner in the passing area in this game than we have the last several games. It's pretty much been the second half before it started going. But yeah, that happened tonight. He had a good first half. Yeah, he did. And a better first half and even better second. So that's great. Yeah. Well, with that, we are going to sign off for the night. We'll see you at home next Friday night versus the Riley County Falcons in Game 2, District 13, Class 3A. See if the Lions can wrap up a spot in the playoffs by getting their second win of the playoff season, of the district season. Congrats to the Minneapolis Lions as they come away with a victory tonight here on the road in Marysville, Kansas. So for myself, Scott Oshman, and Dale Leach, thanks, good night, and thanks as always for having us in your home. Good night.